Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. We got Jeremy's 1964 Datsun unibody here.
Can you undo that ground right there? You undo that, and then...
Jeremy and Trevor are working on finishing up the front, bolting in the control arms, the lowers, getting the front control arm situated. Hey, Trevor, what's the control arm called that you just made? Like a drag type?
Trailing arm.
Like a trailing arm. Jeremy and Trevor are just working on getting the front all situated, steering bolted up, bags bolted in, kind of double checking everything, control arms bolted on. So they're just finishing it all up, getting the bags bolted in, getting the steering bolted down.
Yeah. Okay, run it, bro.
Okay, so now you can adjust it to where there's no tension at all. So it's like, probably right there.
And then they're gonna start throwing the fenders on, getting the wheels put on, and then we're gonna see about maybe getting some sheet metal put on today.
Jeremy showed up today.
Sir, even labeled. How nice of them. 64 Datsun.
We finished the front lower control arms. We finished the transmission tunnel and the drive shaft tunnel.
This is just a little drive shaft tunnel to clear for the drive shaft. Had to cut out this back wall a little bit, so I kept this as small as I could. Instead of trying to fill these gaps with little pieces, I just kind of made a little beauty panel. That way it's easier to seam seal this, go around. I fully welded this part, seam seal this, and then that'll be up to Jeremy whether he bed lines the bottom or undercoats the bottom, or bed lines the inside, or undercoats the inside, or seal it all up, make it look good. This is a battery tray I made for a red top, yellow top, or blue top Optima. It avoids having a big battery tray that holds it from the top by slides in, clamps it, this bolts in, got a little press brake to add some strength so this piece doesn't bow. The point of this tray is to avoid having a big tray that kind of has a big top clamp to it. So the way you install it, you slide it in, holds it from right there, this bolts in, nice little Allen head bolts. Got a little press brake on here to stop this piece from bowing. It's taken a few tries, a few different variations of making this. Thinking about mounting this, maybe about right there. Might put the seat back in, see what kind of clearance we got. Make sure it's not gonna hit anything like that. Figure out the best way to do this. Either bolt it in, make some little brackets to pick it up off the floor, or, I don't know, just wing it, see what happens. I just made one for a guy that has a Trailblazer SS, and he wanted two Optimas stacked on top of each other. So I made it to where there was two of these, one on top of the other. They bolted in from here, they're little riser brackets, and it's pretty cool.
We tightened up all the hardware all the way around. We finished up the lower control arms.
It's a 1964 Datsun NL320. Put it all back together, got all the front suspension, the whole front end.
Perfect to start the gas.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of these guys. So this is basically just a nice big beauty panel to cover the body drop of the bed floor. We moved the gas tank to the very back. We were able to maintain the factory gas tank. We moved it to the back, decided to put the filler neck out the back. We were able to maintain the factory filler neck. I think I just ended up chopping it down, centered this hole out, did a little dimple die so it looks fancy. So now when he goes to fill up there. Factory gas cap too, I just polished it out, made it look a little nicer. Put it up, did a little bead roll line, fully welded this out, smoothed that in. This metal's a little bit of a pain to weld to, considering it's 60 years old, basically. And it's already real thin to begin with, but we were able to do it because we're the professionals. I think I'm gonna try to make this bracket right here for this door. That way, because this is basically just what helps it click in. So, and I don't want to cut this one out because to some guy out there, this is worth money. So I want to make sure he can just take this back. pull some measurements off of this, cut it on the plasma, and break it up.
I put the grill on, both the fenders, tightened up all the front suspension. Dusty, but she looks good. Pretty much getting it all prepped to get it on my trailer, ready to go. Thank you. Just excited to have it, and it's all done, wrapped up. I've been waiting for this for 13 years, so spinning in and out of the shops for about 2.5, almost 3 years, and we're ready to lay it on out.